We're a couple days away from the next event for the stage 2 of Eve of Crusade, where we have to start training troops. This is going to be absolutely insane because just by hearing all the chatters, I'm already hearing that 1412 for I can only speak for our alliance. There are players here in 1412 that are going to the infinity and beyond. So for now, for our KvK activity and points right now, as you can see, 1412 with 253 million of points in here. 1401, 175 million. 1122, 155. These are the top 3 kingdoms currently. The rankings in here will be determined by training of troops. This is going to be the next stage, and then the third stage is going to be the one where we're just starting to defeat some martyr encampment. But as you can see in here, it shows you that there's a lot of active players in here in 1412 that are contributing. When we look into the top rankings in here, 1412 is not even in the top 5 currently. Top 5 currently here: Korai 827 from 1122, Muzo from 1122. These are from the CN9. DJ Sim from 1401. Sounds like a real DJ in here. I like the rhythm of it, the DJ Sim. And Korean TS 1401. Zirka 1253. Are we even in the top 10? 1412. 1412 is not even in the top 10 in here. That is crazy. Are we even in the... Okay, we have somebody on number 14. Come on, man. Why are you showing up right here, right now? I'm just kidding. But yeah, so top 20. We got 2 players in the top 20. So you guys know I'm new at 1412. I just think there's a lot of players in 1412 comparison to the other kingdoms in here, which is really great. It shows you that the health of the kingdom, it shows you how the players are also treated in here, because for them to stay in this kingdom, to be able to contribute at such a high level, it's absolutely amazing. The leadership here is really good for keeping these type of players and, you know, enjoying in the kingdom. Nothing that I've ever seen before. Now, guys, I'm gonna show you the map in here. So let's take a look at the map in here currently. So this is going to be the setup. As you can see, 1412 right there, 1401 up there. Some of the big kingdoms in here that we're mentioning. 1122. Where is 1122? Right here in the purple area. Now, this is a very interesting KvK. So the team is, for what I know, it's going to be 1412, 1401. So the green, the red, and then 1059, the wind camp, and the 1365 are going to be allies. So that is going to be very interesting. This is going against 1253, 1636, 1122, 1346, 1440, 1474, 1664, 1708, 120, 1269, and 1077. This is insane. This is going to be 3 camps versus 5 camps. This is going to be 4 kingdoms versus 10 freaking kingdoms. This is absolutely insane. This is really crazy. This is like, man, this is gonna be like extremely a lot of fighting contents going to happen in this KvK. This is gonna be really interesting. Here in 1412, first round that we're going to see is the yellow camp and the blue camp. 1708, 1664, 1077, and 1269. We're going to see them because it's going to open up that way. I'm not so sure where 1412A is going to be, but there's going to be, of course, one path for us there, and we're going to be fighting in that area. I'm not so sure what is the plan for the leadership. I'm going to be there. We're going to fight, and we're going to see some of the big players here that have migrated into 1412. Some of the previous JWM players who have migrated here with us. For example, Baba TC Ataturk. Some of the biggest players here in 1412. Let's go and take a look at them real quick in here. And we're also going to talk about the kingdom strengths of each kingdoms in here that are participating in this KvK. So as you can see here, we got Baba, Ahmed 7, Allowance, UAEAF, Just Cool, Samwork, Devil Ragnar, Cabre, Boron. These are just the top 10 that we have in here. They're in the top players in here that we're going to definitely see. We're going to see some greatness coming out of some of the players here in 1412. So guys, understand that a lot of us also migrated here in 1412. So here's one of the perks for the new migration that was able to came into 1412. It gave 1412 a lot more players, a lot more fighters, and a lot more spread out into time zone, because the diversity that came here to 1412 is very diverse and allowing the kingdom to cover up more time zone, time slots. So I am super excited. I mean, if you're not excited, then I don't know where you are at. Now, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet and you want to see the contents that we're going to be producing here in this KvK, definitely consider subscribing. Turn your notification on. Tell your mama, tell your kids, tell your unborn children to subscribe. Turn their notifications on. If they want to fist bump us, bro fist us, just definitely just press that like button. That is our virtual bro fist in here. So I know that you guys want to give me that quick bump in here, guys. Not punch, just bump. Bump. Anyway, let's talk about this in here. This is going to be very, very, very interesting. First of all, I want to give credit to the person who created this. I think it's Redline. So we took this from Tekka Gaming stream. It was shared over there. But I want you guys to take a look. Redline is a streamer, a YouTuber in 1401. He's a Filipino bro. Mabuhay. Support him. Go to his channel. Follow him over there. Because, they're going to be showing different areas of contents, because it's going to be a different camp as well. So for us, this is what's going to happen. There's 5 camps versus 3 camps. As you can see, 3 camps, 5 camps. Look at the power. Who has more power overall? It has to be the 5 camps, right? If you can do math, it is the 5 camps. This is absolutely insane. There's a lot of power out there. Activity-wise, if they're so active there with these power, I think these are the top alliances, I guess, or the top 2 alliances that they have put in here. Insane amount of power from each alliances. I think what's going to happen in here is that the succeeding alliances, so for example, here in 1412, right, there are really strong alliances, right? Same thing with other kingdoms. But I think when we look into the kingdoms, we also have to look into the depth of the kingdom. So just like watching NBA, right? Phoenix Suns and Milwaukee Bucks, we have to look into the depth of their bench. So it's same thing here. I'm not calling anybody here as a bench, but I'm saying is like the supporting alliances, right? So as you can see, there are really like active alliances in here as well. There's another 8 billion power, 5 billion power. Basically what I'm saying in here, each kingdom will have their own differences, uniqueness in here. In 1412, there's about 4-5 big alliances in here, right? The top 5 that you can see in here. Now, those kingdoms that we have shown in here with the picture, right? So this is where it kind of differentiates us. So I'm not so sure what is their depth in here. How many alliances are active? Is there only 1 or 2 alliances? That's it. Then that's where you kind of limit yourself, because the number of players are very limited as well in that kind of scenario. Now, by looking at the camps, you can see the 636 in here, very strong. 14.1 billion, 13.3 billion. Looking at 401 in here, 14.4 billion and 14 billion. I think 401 holds the highest power when it comes to the top 2 alliance. Oh, one more. They have a third alliance that is 13.4 billion. Wow, that is insane. So training day comes, you're definitely gonna see some 1401 there on the top rankings in here. So no chance for Shinchi. So basically what I'm saying is here is that it's a very challenging matchup. The camps of the 5 camps enemy in here, our enemy, very strong. They've got a lot of power, but I just don't know about their depth though. So I hope that they have a depth in there and they have other alliances that will support them as well. They can get their players, because I just know here in 1412, just by looking at the powers in here, just looking at the population, I've shown you guys that we're not even in the top, what is that called? Top individual rankings in here. I mean, I'm 9999 plus, but I've contributed about 413 k points in here. But the thing that I'm trying to point out in here is that there's so many freaking players here in 1412, and that's one of the reasons why, just the activity wise, we were able to get into the 255 million points without having players in the top ranks in here, right? Isn't that crazy? So let me take a look at I have a 59 Kingdom supply chest. I'm still continuing to do my part, continuing to contribute, because the rewards is also really good. Those Kingdom supply chests, oh, they are one heck of a juicy item in here. If you guys aren't grinding for that, then you're freaking missing out on it. Now, on the training day, what's my plan? What's Shinchi's plan? All right, so I've got stuff cooking in here. 7 days. I think I'll have about, I can either collect this on the last day, I can either collect it on the first day of that event starts. I'm going to wait for the Kingdom buff, and I might not even do the Duke. I've got good amount of speed ups. The only reason that I haven't really pushed yet is the resources. Gold is going to be my enemy. I have good amount of resources in here, but I've calculated it. I know it's not going to be enough for me to really consume all of this. Now, I've also heard that there's going to be record-breaking history in here. It's going to be very interesting. Histories are going to be made in this KvK, well, pre-KvK. So, we're going to upload those next videos. My goodness, you have to definitely be following us for that. There's going to be new freaking milestone. I think even fighting 3 camps versus 5 camps, I think it's like I don't know, it's like an achievement in here for what I know. Right? It's going to be really interesting. I don't know if there's other KvKs where there were 3 versus 5 camps. Isn't it usually even out in here? But this is going to be, I don't know, this is going to be one heck of a fight. There's going to be a lot of battles. Got to have your resources ready. Gotta have your speed ups ready, because we're gonna be in for a very, very big fights in here. By the way, did you just see that? As I zoomed out in here, do you see this in here? Look how scattered everybody else is. This is insane, right? Everybody's scattered out in here. If you don't see this in your kingdom, it just one alliance in here. This is not entire players in the kingdom. This is just one alliance spread out to contribute for the greatness of one kingdom. Absolutely wonderful to see such a thing like that. Wow. If this is your Christmas decoration, you would say this, right? So what's my goal again? We're definitely going to be trying to push forward to get into the 100 million and above and beyond. We're currently at 94 million. We've got troops training. We're going to push a little bit further up there. We're going to try to break our all-time high. Yes, our all-time high. We're going to try to break that. My all-time high power is 94,468,489. This is going to be very interesting. We're going to definitely train a lot more archers in here, since we are archer gang. And also, I really want to train more T4 eventually for cabs, because we need the T4 cabs for when we're doing events, and of course even for Ark of Osiris. So T4 cabs is something that I really want to get eventually. And look at how fierce looking Chai is. By the way, have you guys checked out my profile in here, guys? Wow, 891 likes, 600. Can we get some of these into 1,000 likes? Let's go push this to 1,000. If you guys haven't checked out the profile in here, check us out in here. So I'm ready for some actions in here. Definitely a lot of footage that are gonna be, being captured in here. If you are in the enemy camps, I just want to say hi to you guys. And if you are in our allies camp, I just want to say hi to you guys as well. My message in here is that I hope as we get into KvK, be friendly. Just focus on the game. Don't take things too personal. Just have some fun, get some fights, win or lose. Enjoy the game. I've been part of, kingdoms that have won. I've been part of kingdoms that have lost. I'm like neutral on anything of these, But of course, here in 1412, the goal is, of course, they're very competitive players in here. We've come in here to be more competitive. The goal is, of course, to do our best and to win. But one thing I like about this kingdom is when we fought against 1412 players, they were not toxic at all. They're super friendly. So I expect the same thing from our opponents in here. Keep it professional, keep it game, keep it cool, and just have fun. Get some battles, get some amazing footages, become friends with us. Please don't trash talk, because that ruins the game. And man, I hate to hate somebody. I'd love to meet more people. I'd love to meet new players out there. So feel free to send me a message. Hit me up if even if we're enemies in there. If there's something that has been going on, you want to just chit chat. Don't hesitate. I'm just another human in here playing the freaking game just like you. We're just here to have fun. All right. Besides that, rockers, if you guys haven't checked out our merch, if you guys haven't become a member yet to support this channel, well, you're missing out. So consider supporting the channel by clicking that join button and become a member. So when we do our live stream, you're going to have that amazing badge. And as I need to work onto the membership, we need to start creating chat rooms in Discord to allowing perks. So we're going to have to develop that eventually as I gain more time. But hey, if you guys just want to support this channel, I truly, truly appreciate it if you guys do. This is something that we've been doing for over 3 years now. I love to keep doing it further, but without your support, I don't think I can do it. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for always supporting the content, watching the ads, pressing like, leaving comments, and just supporting the Shinchi42 channel, because you guys are an amazing rocker, and I know that rockers never die.